we're winning and going to the FA Cup final. Come on, St. Maximin, put this in. I'm going right. St. Maximin puts it in. Let's freaking go, guys. St. Maximin sends us to an FA Cup final. I cannot believe what's just happened here. Today's episode is going to be an absolute madness because it's the season finale of the Newcastle Career Mode series, and look at this. We're somehow in an FA Cup final as we take on Leicester City. This is going to be absolutely epic. Who would have thought that in our first season with Newcastle, we'll be in an FA Cup final with a chance to potentially get into the Europa League? That is if we win this FA Cup final. That would be insane. Second season getting European football. That'll be huge. Of course, the FA Cup is the main focus for us in this episode, but still 4 games to go in the Premier League. Not really much to play for because that 10th spot is pretty much guaranteed for us, but we'll see how high we can finish in the Premier League table. Today's episode's absolutely massive. Season finale, end of season awards, sponsor stuff, and well, FA Cup final to top it off. It's gonna be an absolutely ridiculous episode, and if you're enjoying this Newcastle Career Mode, I'd really appreciate if you could spare a second and drop a like on the video. If we can smash out, let's say 4,000 likes for the season finale, that would be the dream. And if you are new around here, subscribe. The series is only getting better and better as we progress, so make sure to stick around for more episodes. Also, a quick heads up, I have finally created a shorts only channel called S2G Shorts. I'll be posting some short form FIFA content on there. Should be a lot of fun, maybe stuff other than FIFA as well, I don't really know, but we'll be posting some cool content on there. Make sure you subscribe to my new channel called S2G Shorts. Link will be in the description, or just click the I button on the top right of your screen. Final press conference of the season. Put everything for the FA Cup final. You know that if you win, you go into the Europa League. So I'll be real with you guys, this completely slipped my mind. I completely forgot that the FA Cup winner gets a free entry to the Europa League, and I don't know why I didn't remember this, because this is going to be huge for us next season. We win the FA Cup, of course it's going to be a trophy in our cabinet, but also Europa League means more money for us to spend next season. Of course, I'm pretty sure we'll be getting additional money in our budget for that, plus the early exposure to European football. It could be huge for the series, plus come on man, even the Europa League would be so much fun to compete in with Newcastle, testing ourselves against foreign teams, so I can't wait for it. But first, of course, we need to win the FA Cup final. Next up, I've got to say that Wilson's injury is a bummer, but if you did not sell Joelinton, you would be fine. You only give him like a couple of matches. Well, the phrase hindsight is 2020 comes to mind when I see this comment. Like, I don't know Wilson was going to get injured. We've been pretty injury free so far this season, and suddenly an ACL injury pops up for Callum Wilson. It's just pure bad luck. There was nothing I could do about it. I had to sell Joelinton to get funds for the Jules Koundé deal, and I'm still glad I made that decision. Of course, it's so unfortunate that Callum Wilson, I don't even know if he's going to play for Newcastle again 6 more months. His overall's going to dip. I just don't know what's going to happen with Callum Wilson, but it's just, yeah, it's super unfortunate. But of course, I do not regret selling Joelinton. We needed the funds. With those funds, I of course signed Jules Koundé, who is a class player himself. Next up, did you realize that Almiron is being approached by Valencia? A lot of you guys were worried that Almiron is on his way out because you guys saw that he had the approached by a certain club tag on him. But that's just because we received an offer from him. In fact, we've been receiving offers for Almiron for a long time now. The recent one is from Bayer Leverkusen, but I'm not going to sell Almiron. I'm really happy with him. He's a good option to have on the right. In the future, even if he's not a starter, he's a fantastic rotational player to have. So Almiron is going nowhere. He's only 27. Just makes sense to keep him. With that, we're wrapping up this season's press conferences. And of course, don't forget to keep the comments coming in, because next season, press conferences, of course, will be back. So drop in your questions in the comments section to get them answered. With that, let's move on. I've always said this, seeing defenders get rewarded for their hard work is awesome to see, and Fabian Schär has done just that. A clean sheet against Liverpool in that last episode to propel us into an FA Cup final. Superb all-round, and well, he wins, of course, the Player of the Episode award. Okay, so the plan for today's episode is going to be a bit different. Of course, the FA Cup final is the ultimate game of the episode that's going to decide a lot of what happens in this series. You know, the potential of getting European football for next season is massive. That means the Premier League right now is kind of on the backseat, especially since we really can't be dropping down to 11th spot, and moving up the table is also pretty hard with that 4-point gap. And of course, if I could have finished 8th in the Premier League, I would have really tried hard to do so, because that gets us of course, the Heineken deal. But since I can't do that, I'm probably going to simulate most of the Premier League games in this episode, not the home games, because we still need one more home win to unlock the Jeep deal. So I think I'll play Aston Villa. If I can beat them, then we won't need to play any more Premier League games and we can just focus on the FA Cup final against Leicester, where a lot rides, because getting that trophy in our first season, imagine how huge that would be. Quick look at our sponsors tab as well, just to keep you guys in the loop. At the moment, we do have a positive goal difference, so the Burger King deal is pretty much secured, but I'm looking to try and get the Jeep deal as well. Top 10 in the Prem is going to happen, most likely, and we just need one home win. I've kind of given up on the Heineken deal, that's going to be too difficult, but let's secure that Jeep deal as our shirt sponsor for next season. I think I've made a fairly big transfer blunder as well. As you guys know, Joe Willock has a buy option on him of 10 million, which I would have loved to try and, accept, because Joe Willock has been great for us, but the problem is, we unfortunately do not have the funds to do so. Now, I initially thought, it could carry over to next season and we can complete the deal next season, but apparently that is not possible. So I guess we'll try and loan him in again next season, maybe on a 2-year loan deal, try and get a better buyback clause option. I think that's the smart thing to do. We'll figure that out, but yeah, we're not signing him this season at the very least. So we'll just see how things progress from here. Bad planning on my part, but then again, we used pretty much every ounce of money we had on bringing in the quality players we've brought in, so hopefully we can just loan in Willock next season. You might be thinking, why on earth are you simulating this game against Spurs? Well, as I said before, the Premier League right now doesn't really matter all that much because it's so difficult for us to move either up or even down, so we're just going to get through these games. I'm definitely going to play the home games to try and complete the objective, but for now, let's sim this one against Spurs and maybe we can nick a point here. That'd be nice, but nope, not a point. It's a 3-1 win for Spurs. No injuries, so I'll take it. Definitely gonna play the game against Aston Villa. I'm really hoping we can win this, because if we do, that's pretty much an additional 8 million for next season through the Jeep deal. So let's get it done, boys. I don't want to be playing the game against Chelsea, because winning there is going to be a lot harder. Have a look at this. The Joe Willock topic of discussion continues, as even our chief executive tells us to try and complete the deal. We just don't have the funds right now, man, and that's such a bummer. Hopefully next season we can loan him in, because look at this message. Even Joe Willock wants to stay at the club. I want to make this happen, man. Next season, hopefully, we can bring him in. For now, I'm just telling him we'll see what happens. Joe Willock starts for us in that cam spot. Max Aarons, I think, has got a red card, so he's not a part of this game, but Kraft comes in to replace him. We've got Saint Maximin up top. Fraser starts, of course. Callum Wilson is pretty much out for the rest of the year, so that's a bummer, but that's our team. We win this game, we secure that Jeep deal, so let's get it done. There's a good chance that if we win this game, this could be the final Premier League game that we play this season, because of course we don't have much to play for. The only reason I'm playing this game is to try and get that home win. If I can get that here, I don't think I want to be playing that game against Chelsea or even the final game of the season. The focus will be on the FA Cup final to secure European football, but for that, we need to go ahead and win here and secure that extra cash for the Jeep deal. Good pass for Ryan Fraser. Could look for a cutback. That was really bad, but Aston Villa made a hash of it. Terrible clearance, but we're looking good. We're getting in behind the Aston Villa defense. It's a good sign. We need to get that first goal as early as possible. Any of you guys getting like a different vibe off this series? Because I'm personally enjoying this more than any career mode I've done on FIFA 21. There feels like so much intensity in every game that we play. And I think that last episode completely proved my point. It was so much fun knocking out Liverpool. It just felt like it meant a lot for this career mode. Overall, this is probably my most fun career mode to record on FIFA 21. Really enjoying it, and I'm hopeful that you guys are as well. Problems here for us, as it is now Ross Barkley looking inside. Oh my god! So bad from us. Are we really going to bottle our 12th home win of the season? We need to get that in this one against Villa, because Chelsea aren't going to let us win easily. Aston Villa 1-0 up. Not going to lie, against teams like this, not having that designated number 9 really affects you, because these kind of teams just defend so much and have so many players at the back. You need a number 9 to, take those chances, make those extra runs, and that's something Saint Maximin doesn't do. And look at this, guys, another opportunity for, of course, Aston Villa, but we defended that well. Trying something super crazy in the second half, because I feel like we don't have enough men in the box and we're just way too defensive. So I'm moving to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation, but I've made a few adjustments, like making Saint Maximin like a centre forward and Almeida on a right forward, because they're not getting overall boosts being deployed as a striker. So we're definitely experimenting here and just seeing how this works. I just feel like we need more men near the box in a more central formation to break down Aston Villa. Good pass from Miguel Almiron. Buendia, who's been brought on for this second half. Longstaff, Aston Villa just defending so deep, but now we've got more options here. Saint Maximin stops, inside, goes for goal, gets blocked, but look at the pressure we're putting now. This is a lot different from that earlier first half, but if passes like that happen from Shelby, we're going nowhere. We've got to be more accurate. Just keep the pressure flowing, lads. Come on. Miguel Almiron, broken through. This is much better from us. Still Almiron, left foot, goes for goal, off the post, no freaking way, but rebound falls right to Buendia. We get the equalizer. This change in formation has worked wonders against this side like Aston Villa, because we're really just going at it in the box and things are working. Players are finding spaces, we're in the right spot, and Buendia just displaying just what I said, you know, being in the right place in the right time. Gets a tap in, and well, we're back in it, boys. 1-1 against Aston Villa. This change in formation has worked wonders. Now Jamal Lewis, look at him bomb forward. This formation's really helping him out. Cut back for Saint Maximin, has to score. Saint Maximin makes it 2-1. We've completely turned things around here against Aston Villa. Saint Maximin 2-1. What a goal, and Jamal Lewis deserves a lot of credit. We've put him on joint attack and always overlap. He's made some good runs all game long, and he gets rewarded with an assist here. Look at that for the pass for Saint Maximin. And after that, it was just about him finding the spot to get the shot off from, which he did brilliantly. And we're 2-1 up. Let's go. This could be our 12th home win of the season, and that completes a big objective for us. Not gonna lie, nothing much happened since we took the lead in this game, but this formation, this tactical change really worked, and we pick up a pretty big win against Aston Villa, our 12th home win of the season. And this guarantees us, I think, 10th spot in the Premier League. So that is awesome, because I think mathematically Burnley still had an outside chance, but now they don't anymore. And yep, as I said, mathematically we're guaranteed to finish 10th in the Premier League this season. We've got an outside chance of finishing above Arsenal, but doesn't really matter all that much, does it? So let's get through the remaining 2 Premier League games we've got, and then of course we've got the FA Cup final to worry about. Loads of rotation for this one against Chelsea because it's a midweek game, and I just want to keep my players fit for that FA Cup final. So no injuries, that's all I ask. Don't care about the result. We have lost 2-0, but since there were no injuries, I'm perfectly fine with it. Final Premier League game of the season for us is against Leeds United. Let's see this one out, and then we'll take a detailed look at all the stats of the Premier League this season. And it's awesome to actually finish on a win, a 3-0 win, no injuries as well. Buendia getting himself a brace and a clean sheet, so I'll absolutely take this. How would you guys rate our Premier League season? Of course, in real life, this very same Newcastle team are 17th in the league, but in this series, I think we've done a good job of making Newcastle a very stable club. But of course, we finished 10th in the Premier League. That's just average, and I feel next season we're going to try and push for more. We'll have a better team, we'll have more signings and all that. So I think it's been a pretty average season in the Premier League. That's the best way to put it. I think the FA Cup performance that we've had has kind of saved our season in that way. But then again, it's Newcastle. You can't expect in the first season itself to get like top 6, top 7. So all in all, I think we've done a good job so far in the Prem as well. The teams that are getting relegated: Sheffield, Southampton and West Brom. And let's find out who's won the Premier League this season. And it is Liverpool with 93 points, and they've done it convincingly. Fair play. Top scorer in the Premier League, we've got Timo Werner with 24. Can't say I'm surprised. Since the start of this series, we've been seeing him put up some great numbers. In fact, he's been really good against us as well. Firmino's in there. Jamie Vardy with 23. Now, that's one player we've got to be careful of in the FA Cup final. We've got Callum Wilson with 18. Such a shame, man. I'm sure he would have scored more if not for the injury. Assist-wise, we've got Wilson in there as well with 10. It's so frustrating seeing what's happened with him this season. Almiron coming in with a big tally of 9 assists, which is superb as well. Clean sheets wise, Dubravka is 8th, which is good, I guess. De Gea top of the charts. With the Premier League season wrapped up, with our objectives all complete, we can now make a decision on the sponsorship opportunity we're going to be choosing for next season. This is going to be our shirt sponsor for next season. Of course, we've completed the Burger King challenge, we've completed the Jeep challenge, but of course, we failed the Heineken one. But that means we've got a couple of neat options in Jeep and Burger King, and I think we got to go with the one that gives us more money, and that is Jeep. 8 million for next season with having Jeep. as one of our sponsor, and I think that is massive. 8 million more, we could do a lot of business with that. Plus, I think Jeep is a nice company to have on your shirt. It'll look pretty good, I feel. So Jeep is what we're probably going to go with. You guys will find out the ultimate decision in the next episode when we do unveil the kits for next season. Make sure to keep sending your, custom kits on my email or wherever, on Twitter, whatever. I'll be definitely looking at the options in the next few days. For now though, it's time for our biggest game of this entire series so far as we take on Leicester City in the FA Cup final. Honestly, I never expected to be in a final like this, but here we are. That game against Liverpool, man, in the previous episode, you guys need to go back and watch it if you haven't already, because it was just epic. And it's going to be a cracking game against, of course, Leicester now in the final. We've had a pretty easy run, though, to this final. Millwall in the quarterfinals, and, of course, who was it? In the round of 16, it was Preston. So, yeah, we got our fair share of luck in the competition, but we're in the final, deservedly so. Let's win it and get our first trophy of the season and also secure European football for next season. That's the setup I've got running for this FA Cup final against Leicester City. Saint Maximin leads the line, Almiron, Buendia, Fraser all start, Calvin Phillips and Longstaff in midfield, Conde, Shah, Aarons and Lewis in the back with Dubravka in goal. Now, I know how good that 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation was in that brief spell that we used against Villa. So maybe in this game, if things aren't going our way, we could switch to that. But until then, I'm trusting the formation we've used all season long. Looking at the Leicester setup, we've of course got a good Leicester team. Jamie Vardy is going to be a menace to handle. They've got Tielemans and Madison and Ndidi in midfield. That midfield is as good as it gets. It's crazy good, the talent they've got there. Decent defenders as well with Ricardo Pereira, Benkovic, Kasper Schmeichel, their captain. This is going to be an electric FA Cup final. I feel like there are no favourites here. It's going to be head-to-head in a really tight game. It's been a dream cup run for us so far. That penalty shootout against Liverpool was just such a fantastic moment for us in this series. But to make it count, to make it worthwhile, we've got to win that trophy, the FA Cup trophy. Let's do it, boys. We're back at Wembley. And oh, am I ready for this. Newcastle United versus Leicester City in the final. This is freaking it. Let's do this, boys. Let's win our first trophy of the series. Both Leicester City and Newcastle are clubs that don't often win trophies. So this is going to be huge for the two clubs, winning some silverware. And I think that's why both clubs are going to give it their everything in this one. Hopefully we'll have more aggression, more passion, and just more intensity to try and win this trophy. Let's freaking do it, boys. Come on. One thing we've got to be careful is of the Jamie Vardy factor as he pulls off a really good pass out wide, but they've taken it wide, and Max Aarons defends that really well. Honestly, I'm terrified of Jamie Vardy, and every time he gets on the ball, especially when he's like making a run like now, because it's going to be so difficult to deal with him as he breaks through, but Calvin Phillips deals with him really well in that instance. But there's the aggression from Vardy, wins the ball back, and now it's the elements. Leicester City having a really good spell of possession. I've gone there with a bad foul, but I think the ref's playing the advantage as Vardy taking it wide, and that should kill the attack. But as I said, it's just so scary dealing with Vardy. Literally can't get the ball off them right now. Finally, Jules Koundé with the interception. But then again, the pressure from Leicester is just non-stop as it's Vardy again here. Looks inside for Jose Perez. Pass for Madison. Can't let him bring the ball inside because if we do, it's going to be a nightmare. Shah with some good defending. But so far, we're playing horrendously. Leicester City dominating and this can't keep up. James Madison to take this one. Dubravka needs to collect that and he does so easily. We cannot concede through a set piece because that'll just be so brutal as here's Longstaff. And this is where we could cause damage. Sending those through balls for Saint Maximin as he brings it inside. But Ricardo Pereira is just as quick as him. We've got to remember that because they've got some fast fullbacks. We've given away a free kick for Tielemans from 31 yards. There's absolutely no way we're conceding from here. Or maybe are we? They're trying some sort of a set-piece routine, are they? And they've completely bamboozled me. Dubravka forced to make a big save from them. Madison unleashing an effort. This first half has gone horrendously for us. We're not in control of the game. Leicester City are. And I absolutely hate this. We've got to try and play better as a chance might pop up now for Leicester. They're playing some neat football. Vardy out wide for Madison. We can't let him put the ball back in. I think we've defended that well. No, I've just committed too much. Back for Vardy. Just get the ball off him, man. It's such a struggle That's good defending from Jamal Lewis. Now that's brilliant. Not gonna lie, half-time and we're just not in control of anything. It's been all Leicester City. It's been embarrassing from us. And I think I'm tempted to go to the formation that helped me win against Villa, because when you don't have that proper number 9, having St. Maximin up top is just not helping. I need a couple of forwards near the box to try and do something. Let's switch to that tactic. Here we go. Time to switch up our tactics. And to make use of these tactics, we're sacrificing Ryan Fraser. He goes off for Jonjo Shelvey. We've got an extra midfielder now. Hopefully that'll help us keep the ball a bit. And of course, we've got Buendia playing at cam. St. Maximin Almiron up top. Let's just hope this works. 45 minutes left. We need to try and do something. Get some chances in, because I think the FA Cup is there to win. Let's freaking do it, boys. Come on. One thing having a narrow formation does, it definitely crowds out the opposition from creating chances through the middle. And that sometimes can be really helpful, as St. Maximin has broken through. Difficult angle, goes for goal. Forces a save out of Kasper Schmeichel already in the second half. With the new formation, we're creating chances. And that's really big for the team. But on the other end of the pitch, our wings are going to be really cut off by, of course, not having a winger extra helping out. But this time, Condé did really well with the situation. And now on the break, we could do more damage. As here's Miguel Almiron. I see options. St. Maximin. Jonjo Shelvey. Now Max Aarons. Brilliant run from him. Can he keep it in? Oh, come on. But as you guys are seeing, we're breaking through the Leicester backline. And we're even pressuring them to make mistakes. And that's all you want. In cup finals, it's always that one moment that decides the game. And I think no team has had that moment. Let's hope it's a goal for us, because I feel like there's only going to be like one goal in this. Like, depends. Whoever scores first, I think, is winning the FA Cup. So we cannot concede, boys. Nope, we can't. Right now, they're looking really likely to score. But Max Aarons does well. But come on, Max Aarons. Where's the strength? You've literally let Harps body you there. He's recovered well. Goes in sliding. Oh, that's bad from him. What is happening? I think they're going to take the advantage, which is hilarious, because they could have done better with a free kick there. But indeed, he's still on the ball, and it's chaos now. Iheanacho goes for the pass. Oh my god, I don't even know what happened there. Dubravka with a huge save. Jamal Lewis is getting booked, but I don't even care. We just survived right there. That was the big moment for Leicester. And it's a blessing that we didn't concede there, because I thought it was over. I thought Jose Perez was going to score. Wow, we are lucky. And on the other end of the pitch, Miguel Almiron might be breaking through. Go on, Miguel. Miguel Almiron gets it on his left foot. No. I was so afraid to shoot with this right because of that 2-star weak foot, and that cost us there. We've had our big moment and we bottled as well. What is happening now? I thought I was going to score that. Just about 10 minutes to go. This has been one of the tightest cup finals, I guess you'll see. It's been so mentally taxing. And I think that one moment could be coming now to decide the tie. Jamal Lewis, really well. Inside for Longstaff. Can he get the big moment? Oh my god, unbelievable. That's got to be a contender for goal of the season to do that in an FA Cup final. Sean Longstaff with an absolute screamer there in an FA Cup final, in a game where nothing was working. It was just the two teams fighting in the midfield and just chaos all round. A moment of magic from Sean Longstaff to win us the FA Cup. What a strike. He picked his spot, bottom left corner, and bang, he went. That is sensational from just outside the box. Brilliant goal from Sean Longstaff. I'm saying this is one of the contenders for goal of the season. The impact this goal is going to have for the series. A goal that sends us to the Europa League next season. What a moment for the youngster, Sean Longstaff. He's been in and out of the squad all season long, you know, overtaking Jonjo Shelvey in midfield, or not even playing sometimes. It's been a rough season for him, but with that goal, could be the start of him being a permanent starter in the team, because that is a huge moment. He'll be remembered in Newcastle folklore for years. Newcastle 1-0 up against Leicester. 5 minutes to go in this final. Let's wrap the game up now. We've just got to defend for the remaining 5 minutes. I'm taking it short. I don't even care. I'm just going to try and wind the clock down with Almiron here. Don't really care about anything. Just 2 minutes added on. Let's just keep possession down the corner flag. Let's not mess about here. Still Buendia. Keeping possession. Come on. I know this is not an ideal way of doing stuff, but I really don't care. And that should be it for the game. Is that it? Is that it? I don't think so yet. We've got another corner. I'm again going to play it short. I don't even care at this point. Let's now pass it backwards. Let's see this one out. Referee blows the whistle. Newcastle have won the FA Cup. Look at the fans celebrate. What a huge moment for the club, man. We've just won the FA Cup in our first season with Newcastle. Leicester City look completely distraught right now. Sean Longstaff with an epic moment, and that just sums up this series. I've enjoyed this career mode so much, and well, I'm probably going to for a long time because we're getting epic moments like this. Last episode it was the Liverpool penalty shootout, and now it's this from Sean Longstaff. What a way to win the FA Cup, man. Such a memorable way to do it as well. This is the start of a revolution in the Premier League, maybe, of Newcastle becoming a top team again. It's going to be awesome now to see Fabian Schär lift the FA Cup trophy. Let's go. Here we go, boys. Fabian Schär to lift the trophy. We've won the FA Cup with Newcastle. Wow, season 1 itself. I can't wait to see how we progress with this team in future seasons. Our first trophy in the cabinet is the FA Cup, and trust me, this is the first of many. Seriously, man, who would have thought in our first season with Newcastle we'd be winning the FA Cup, but we've done it. What an epic moment in this series. And looking at some of the other cup winners, Real Sociedad have won the Europa League. Liverpool win the Champions League, interestingly enough, but crazy scenes all round. I'm proud of this team that we've built, man, honestly. Longstaff getting his incredible moments, scoring in a cup final like that. Buendia, Jamal Lewis was superb, Max Aarons, Conte at the back was solid. We've built a great team, and I can't wait to see how we progress in future seasons. For now, let's wrap up the season by taking a look at all the stats, end of season awards and whatnot. Let's get through them. Top goal scorer this season, Callum Wilson, of course, with 23. It's such a shame he wasn't available for the cup final and all, because I think he would have really enjoyed being out there. But he's played a huge part in us managing to win the FA Cup. Remember that performance from him against Chelsea when we were like struggling? So yeah, Callum Wilson has been immense for us in this series. Saint Maximin, second top scorer with 13. Next season I want to see more goals from him, by the way. John Joe Shelby coming in with 8 goals. Buendia with 8. Almiron with 6. Maybe a few more from him. Of course, with Willock, I don't know what we're going to do with him next season. I want to sign him. We'll try and sign him on, and again, a loan deal. We'll figure that out. Fabian Schär came up with 4 as well. Assist-wise, top assisters, Wilson as well. How crazy is that? Almiron with 10. Saint Maximin with 9. And Shelby with 8 as well. So good season stats-wise. If you look at player growth, who's the player that's grown the most? Saint Maximin has gone up by 4 ratings this season. That's huge. Dubravka gone down by 2. Conde has gone up by 1. Phillips up by 3. We're seeing some good player growth all round, and let's hope that continues next season as well. Time for the end of season award ceremony. This should be fun. Let's start off with goal of the season, and well, we already have a nominee from this episode itself, and it's of course Sean Longstaff, a banger in the FA Cup final. He's competing with Buendia's brilliant free kick, so let me know in the comments section which goal is better, but first, take a look at the goals. Buendia is actually one of the best free kick takers at the club, so let's see if he could do something here. Go on, Buendia. Free kick goal will help him nicely. That's in! Oh my god, Buendia, wow! It's a shame that this goal doesn't really matter all that much, but Buendia with an absolute screamer of a free kick. And I think that one moment could be coming now to decide the tie. Jamal Lewis, really well. Inside for Longstaff. Can he get the big moment? Oh my god, unbelievable. That's got to be a contender for goal of the season to do that in an FA Cup final. Sean Longstaff with an absolute screamer there. Moving on, next category we've got best transfer of the season. Now we made 4 signings this season, but I feel like these 2 signings were a cut above the rest. Buendia and Calvin Phillips. Phillips has been so reliable as the CDM. Buendia with his goals, his assists, his playmaking ability, and as the season progressed, he got better. Let me know who you think is the best transfer for the season. Final category is player of the season, and this may cause a few controversies because Saint Maximin just about misses out. I feel like Callum Wilson has to be in here. Top assister, top goal scorer, superb season. The injury has just kind of been a real bummer for him. Callum Wilson will be up against Fabian Schär for the award. I think Schär is so underrated for me in this series. At the back, he's been phenomenal. Picked up a few Player of the Episode awards. Overall, has improved our defense so much, and it's got to be between these 2. Wilson and Schär for Player of the Season. It's your decision. Let me know in the comments below. And that is the end of season awards ceremony wrapped up. Let's kick on. Honestly, boys, what a first season this has been with Newcastle. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I cannot wait for season 2 now. We're ending off the season finishing 10th in the Premier League, an FA Cup win. And that means next season we're in for European football. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to have new kits, a lot of drama. I'm pretty sure we'll start season 2 on Saturday. I'll let you guys know on Twitter or wherever. We'll figure things out, but should be a lot of fun. Hopefully you've enjoyed season 1 with Newcastle. If you guys have had, I'd really appreciate if you could drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you all next time.